Well, hello you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. So, you'll have seen by now, hopefully, and if you haven't, you need to go back and watch that. In fact, why haven't you watched any of my other videos? But then again, if you've just popped on and this is the first video you've watched, welcome, thank you very much. There's a lot more interesting stuff, but this kind of refers to the previous video. Probably refers to an awful lot of the videos I've done over the last couple of months. And it's the state that we're in right now. This country, the United Kingdom, which is neither united or a kingdom. We are no longer Great Britain, we're just about Britain. And the one thing that I don't think a lot of people have touched on, I've kind of touched it, but not much, is the fact that I don't think Britain exists anymore. And the reason I think that is because we're already separated into our baser states. The flag that's flown here in this country used to be predominantly, we used to fly the Union flag and the Cross of St George, but now the Cross of St George is the predominantly used flag in England, and the Scottish St Andrew's Cross, the Welsh Dragon, and the Northern Irish flag, and even the Irish, everybody's just gone down now to base estate level, which shows to me that we're no longer Britain. People are no longer identifying as British, and everybody is now identifying as their home country. The amount of people now who all used to say, "Oh, I'm British," or I'm from the UK, now go, "I'm from England, I'm from Scotland, I'm from Wales, I'm from Ireland," because that's where we are now, and that is a big indication of a massive shift in this country's philosophy. We are, I think, and we have to be honest here, inexorably heading towards civil war. There is no other way of looking at it. And the problem is in reality, the vast majority of us don't want that. No one wants a civil war, because civil war would be incredibly bad. I mean, a lot of people seem to have this glorified idea of what a civil war is. They have romanticised it in their mind, and it's going to be like this titanic struggle of like medieval combatants clashing on the field of battle, and it's going to be all this and that and the other. But in reality, for anyone who's actually seen actual war or seen the effects of civil war, there's nothing romantic about it, there's nothing heroic about it. It will be, for everyone, or the vast majority, a terrifying experience. It's also going to be a time of food shortages. It is going to be a time of sleepless nights. It will be absolutely horrendous. And we don't want it. We don't want to go down that route. We shouldn't want it. But unfortunately for us, there is a group of people who actually do want it. In fact, they're actively trying to encourage it. And it may or may not become a shock to you that that group of people is your government. The government are the ones wanting a civil war. They want a civil war. What they'll let it do is they'll let it run for a little bit, let a few casualties, get people terrified, and that's when the government will come in with more draconian rules, and they can then slap down whatever rules of control that they want, because that'll give you your safety that you require. You know, the one you're going to, and whether you like it or not, whether you think you wouldn't or not, the thing that you'll be begging for. After a couple of 2 or 3 weeks of it, you'll be wishing the government would step in and do something. And that's when you'll get your digital IDs, your cashless society, 15-minute cities, a very draconian police force, speech laws, everything. Everything that they want to, everything they've envisaged in bringing in. You know, the New World Order, the Great Reset, whatever you want to call it. It will give them the excuse to impose that. Which is why many of us are saying, when you protest, you do it peacefully. And no matter how much you get baited, you do not rise to the level of violence. The same principle in reality, and isn't it funny how it all comes around? See, they always say we should learn from history, but we don't. History repeats itself. History comes around in circles, in cycles. And the peaceful protests, very much akin to Martin Luther King, very much akin to Mahatma Gandhi. See, going around in circles. Because both those gentlemen knew that the powers that be wanted violence. Because once you give them violence, it gives them all the justification they need. Because they can just point and say, see, that's what we need to stop. I mean, they've already done it several times before already in other things. Look at the Southport, for instance, where those people were forced to plead guilty, when in reality, if they pled not guilty, as has been ably demonstrated by Ricky Jones and his stage-managed trial, you'd have got away with it. This is the level that we're at. We have to give them nothing. As much as I, like anybody else, would gladly pick up a sword and a shield and fight for my freedom and my country again, even at my advanced age, because it looks like it's going to be left down to us ex-veterans and that to do something, because to lead the way, even though that's what I'd like to do, I also know that's exactly what they want me to do. That's why, I mean, when people say, oh, you should be calling for it on YouTube and social media. No, because that's what they want. As soon as you do that, which is why I'm not calling for it, which is why I don't want it. I'm just making sure that we all hear this. I don't want it. I'm not for it. I'm not interested, because it's what they want. We live in a country now, and if you're watching this in the United States or anywhere else around the world, that's the country that we live in right now here in the United Kingdom, okay? Where we have to check what we're saying, because we're already learning what they want and how they're going to get you. I mean, eventually it'll come to the fact that it won't be that. They'll just find some trumped up reason to come and get us, which is why we need all the assistance from all our brothers and sisters all over the world to help us, even if it's just to keep the light burning and the spotlights on us. Because all the voices, mine and many others, wonderful YouTube channels that, you know, we all follow, too many to list right now, but they will come for us. And they will shut us down, because we're what they don't want. You'll probably find that they'll allow now the aggressive YouTube message to be pushed. The ones screaming for blood and sacrifice and this, that and the other. Because this is what they want. This is the whole point of this video and the one before. Because I know how I feel. I know the anger that's inside me. So I know how other people are feeling, and I can feel the tension in the country. The tension has been burning for months now, and it's just getting worse and worse every day. Every deliberate two-tier justice, every deliberate two-tier everything, all the anti-white crap, yeah, all that they just keep ramping up. We see it, we know what it is. It's going to be, it is already dark times. And it's getting darker, but the saying goes, it always gets dark just before the light, just before the dawn. So we have to, as much as we just want to just go smash it all up, we don't. We have to think smarter, be smarter, be clever. Do not give them what they want, because once we give them what they want, we're fucked. It's over. It is literally that simple. Once we have given them their civil war, once we've given them that opportunity, it's over. But we must not be silenced. We must continue to apply the pressure through peaceful protest. I always thought, when I read about Martin Luther King and Mahatma Gandhi's, peaceful protest, I thought, I don't see the point in that. People don't listen. But I get it now. We have the entire state mechanism rallied against us. We have government, we have judicial system, we have the police, we have the media, we have paid left-wing agitators, and they're all racked against us, and they're all there to try and get us to fight. And I think the only way that we will win this particular fight is, as much as it sounds stupid, not fighting. But we also need to be unapologetic. We have to make our stances known, and we should never apologise for any of it. And that's something else that you're going to get now from me. I mean, I'm fairly unapologetic in any case, because I really don't give a shit. My opinion is my opinion, and I'll say it whether you like it or not. But we need to be very direct if we can. Not if, we must. We must not apologise. I will not apologise. And here we go, for being English. I'm English. I could trace my roots back to this country a bloody long way. Before my family trundled off to the United States for a bit and come back, which is where my surname's change occurred. Any case, enough of that. Ways to support the channel down below, and I'll catch you in the next one, and may God have mercy upon our souls.